Hi everyone, my name is Eileen Hull. Welcome to my little tiny studio on wheels. You are seeing the backdrop of my little Shasta 1965 trailer called Daisy. So that's where I'm recording from. I'm on my way to Creativation, and I wanted to just pop in and kind of talk you through my new collection that's coming up, coming out with Sizzix. So I have 7 pieces in the collection. They all work together, and they're mostly concerning journals, but some of them can kind of go their own way. They work together, but they also stand together really well on their own. So let's just take a look at what we have. Okay, the first die, I always start with the scoreboards die. This is called the Garden Gate album, and this is actually returning. It originally came out in 2014, and it was requested that it come back. So here you go. Now, as I said, it's a scoreboards die, which means it's meant to be cut using thick material like mat board, chipboard, leather, felt, fabric. Any of those things can be cut, or you can make kind of a sandwich of anything up to about a 16th of an inch. There's an extra scoring blade in the die that will show you exactly where to fold it and put it together. So I just want to show you a couple samples. This is the mat board. Sizzix sells it, and it's great because it's 6 inches wide and it goes right through the big shot. One thing that I would recommend is when you are using this die, you want to pick the mat board out because it will build up because it's thick. So just take your die pick and go into, like, there are a couple little holes and tight corners. So just go in there and pick those out every 2 or 3 times that you use the die. Okay. I just don't want you to run into any trouble. I'm going to show you a couple samples. Okay. We have a release party coming up on May 18th, and we're shooting it from Creativation in the trailer. It will be a little more decorated, but I invite you to come and watch. It's going to be at 12 Central Time. All right. You ready? Look at this. This was made by Teresita, and all of the items I'm going to show you are made by my talented team and me. They're more talented than me. But anyway, I love this. You can see the garden gate here, and she cut 2 of them and kind of made this little scene. I think it is just so pretty. So you can do home decor pieces, or, you know, what you would think, maybe like little journals. I think this is so cute. Just a simple, it could be even a card. If you added a sentiment, that'd be a nice Mother's Day or birthday card for grandma. I know, because I am one. Here is kind of a typical book. Now, Lisa added some crackle to this, so you can add all of your effects, and I think she glued this right on here. So, but you can cut more of the pages and just make a nice little traveler's notebook type binding here where you can remove the book that's inside. She decorated it with some of my other flowers from another collection. Now, Teresita doesn't do anything halfway. This is just gorgeous. Look at the little scene inside. And then if you look, it's full of openings for where you can put photos. So lots of ideas. And again, make sure you come and see the release party where we'll have tons more ideas. I don't know where we're going to put them all, but we're going to. Okay, let's do this one is called Stitched Hearts. And now these you can make wearables. I have some shoes somewhere to show you too. You can make home decor pieces like this. Madeline made this. It's gorgeous. And also, I'm excited about this. You can cut these out of felt. Now, I like to use wool felt, and we will be doing some more videos on this. These samples were made by my friend Debbie. Look at that cute little one. So this die comes in several different sizes, and I made this little guide here so you can kind of see how it works. there are dies that cut just the solid shape, and then if you cut them together, you'll get these, which are, you know, hearts with little holes punched in them. Or you can also take just the holes and punch them into paper. So you could make a whole sampler of hearts, and you can stitch on them. So you can stitch on paper as well as your felt. You can use them to make cards also. So this is a really fun one, and I'm going to be doing lots of stitching. I can tell you that. And here's what the die looks like. Okay. All right. I can tell you this is a 6 by 9 foot trailer. There is not enough room for everything in here. Okay, the next one is the Ephemera pocket and tags. So you get two small and a large tag with a little reinforcer, and then also the pocket. And there's a lot you can do with these. All right, here is what the pieces look like. And then this one, there's a little score line. These are Thinlits. You just fold them over and put together your little pockets. Look at this. Lisa did this. Isn't that adorable? So she used the pocket and made some little trailer earrings, and she also decorated with the heart and stitched it. Okay, here is another fun design by Tanya. This one is, I think of it as like a little junk journal of tags. She always puts pom-poms on her projects. It's her signature. So these are all just, wouldn't that be fun to cut these out of the scraps of paper and then add your lace trim and just buttons and all kinds of fun stuff? Here's another fun idea. This is by Amy, and she made a bunch of them and then made like in a little accordion pocket. So, and a nice magnetic closure. So I think that is a really fun one. And those will work great in your journals. Okay, let's do the Nora numbers next. Nora numbers and Nora alphabet. Nora is my 10-year-old granddaughter, and she is just a super crafty kid. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to name some dies after her. So this is a nice set. It is this is a nice set. The letters and numbers are 1 inch tall, which is really nice for titles in books or just like a sentiment on a card, or you can take up the whole cover. The other thing that I like about these, each of the pieces are separate, so you can arrange them in whatever order you want. If you want to spell someone's name or a date, you want to do a phrase, you can just take them and individually arrange them. They don't all come on one sheet. So that to me is a bonus. Here is what they look like. And I like to use not only the negative space, but the positive, whichever is which. I can never figure that out. I think this is the negative space. So you can cut your letters, but then you can also use this as a stencil, or usually I will cut my Thinlits out of stencil plastic, and this was by Graphics, and then I just used it for one of my books. I used it to use texture paste on the cover. And I also, whenever I get a set of Thinlits, I like to make stamps. So I cut these out of foam, and I use the old Sizzix packaging that I still have to put my shapes on there. And again, I have the negative and the positive. I just cut them out of fun foam and mounted them on the plastic. So I do that with my numbers and letters. Okay, so here's the same thing, the numbers and letters. And you can keep these little inside pieces. I never do. I just use them how they are. And here are their little stencils and stamps. So I think that's kind of a fun thing to do. It gives more use to the dies. Now here is also it's kind of like, what would you call this? She calls it the family gather plaque. So it's got, that's kind of what I was saying. You can rearrange them however you'd like. Wait until you see one that's going to be at the show. You're not going to believe that one. There's a really fun project that you're going to see similar to this. So here is even a piece of home decor that you can use with your letters and numbers. Okay, the next one is, this is called Page Edges, and there are 5 different designs. They're 6 inches long. So if you wanted to use these with 12 by 12 paper, you would just arrange them on a page and repeat them, and they are they come so that you can match them up easily. Okay, and here is a little picture of what they look like. There's a deckled edge. That's handy. This one is a stitched edge, so you could use this in combination with the hearts, maybe to put a frame around the hearts. This is like a cross stitch, and that does cut through. It looks kind of like it's embossed, but it does actually cut. And then this is a perforation edge, so you can make tickets using that. And then this is a pretty, just kind of like a floral design. So you can use these on your page edges, but also to make other effects. And I was kind of thinking it would be pretty to do this and then, you know, put glue down here and you'd have just a bunch of pockets that you could have things hanging out of. So lots of ideas for this. I made a book that has edges on each of the pages. And I'm just going to pull a couple out here. This is tricky a little bit, but you can see how you can use even up to, you can layer them and have, you know, all the different designs on one page edge. It's just really fun. So that's that die. Then we have, what's left? We have the embossing folder. So this folder is called Watercolor Bouquet, and it's taken from a kind of a compilation of some flowers that I watercolored. So I think that's really cool and makes that special to me. So this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. It's a nice background, and it's really nice in the white. But then I added a little bit of luster wax to it, and not sure if you can see, but that's kind of glowing. And then I also did some watercolor. I did the background on my favorite color, aqua, and then I did pink and yellow flowers and just watercolored them. You can also emboss leather. So this is a bookmark that I made. I had a bunch of bookmarks to make, and I just cranked them through, and I used a die that I had a couple of years ago to make the bookmark shape. Now here is a gorgeous card using the letters, the heart, and the background embossed design. So pretty. Here's another one. Isn't that gorgeous? And she popped up some of the flowers to make that a little 3D. And here's another one, again, using the heart and some of these page edge designs, and also the embossed background. And then here is a book. This is using the journal die, and she just made like a nice little notebook using other dies and the numbers and the embossing in the background. So there's just a little sneak peek of this collection. I hope that you will get it and see what you make with it. I hope you'll share it in my fan club. It's the Eileen Hull Fan Club Facebook group where we share lots of ideas, inspiration, fun, and videos over there. We do special events just for members of the group. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this gives you some inspiration. I hope you come and join me for the release party, and I can't wait to see what you make.